Graphing, practice number 2. Question number 1. Draw on the graph. 3x minus 2y is equal to 6. To graph, we must determine x and y coordinates that satisfy the equation. For example, choose x is equal to 1, x is equal to 2, and x is equal to 3. When x is equal to 1, we're going to replace x in the equation with 1. So instead of saying 3 times x, it's going to be 3 times 1. So 3 times 1 minus 2y is going to be equal to 6. 3 times 1 is 3, so 3 minus 2y equals 6. The next step is to remove the 3 by subtracting it from the left-hand side, which means we subtract 3 from the right-hand side. The 3's will cancel, leaving us with negative 2y, and 6 minus 3 is 3. Next, remove the negative 2 multiplied by y by dividing it by negative 2, which means we divide the right side by negative 2. The negative 2's will cancel, leaving us with y, and 3 divided by negative 2 will give us an answer of negative 1.5. So when x is equal to 1, y is equal to negative 1.5. We'll now put this on a chart. On your chart, the x will be on the left-hand side. And when x is equal to 1, we've just determined that y will be equal to negative 1.5. We'll now solve this again using 2 and 3. So when x is equal to 2, we'll replace the x with 2 in the equation and we'll solve for y. So this will be 3 times 2 minus 2y is equal to 6. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 minus 2y equals 6. Remove the 6 from the left-hand side of the equation by subtracting it, which means we subtract 6 from the right-hand side of the equation. The 6's on the left-hand side will cancel, leaving us with negative 2y, and 6 minus 6 is 0. To remove the negative 2 times y, we divide by negative 2. Divide both sides by negative 2. This will give us y is equal to 0. So when x is equal to 2, y is equal to 0. We'll put that in our chart. And finally, we're going to replace x with 3. So when x is equal to 3, replace x with 3 in the equation. So 3 times 3 minus 2y is equal to 6. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 minus 2y equals 6. To remove the 9 from the left-hand side, you have to subtract it. Subtract it from the right-hand side as well. The 9's will cancel, leaving us with negative 2y. On the right-hand side, we're going to add the opposite. So it will be 6 plus negative 9. 6 plus negative 9 is negative 3. Next step, to remove the negative 2 times y, we divide by negative 2. So divide the right-hand side by negative 2 as well. The negative 2's will cancel, leaving us with y. And negative 3 divided by negative 2 is 1.5. So when x is equal to 3, y is equal to 1.5. Put that in the chart. Now we're going to put these results on our graph. So our first plotted point is x is equal to 1, y is equal to negative 1.5. Second part of our chart, when x was equal to 2, y is equal to 0, so that stays there. And our final plotted point was when x is equal to 3, y was equal to 1.5. Plot that there. Connect the dots with a straight line. You could extend this if you wanted to. This is an oblique line.